Hey guys, Misto here, and welcome back to the 100-Day Challenge, starring Willow, where we are on our ultimate episode, the final one, the finale. We need to get 2 more of these buoys up, and the buoy costs 2 bioluminescence, 4, and a bottle. So we need a little bit more. Need a little bit more sand. There's 1 bottle. Always an odd number. Did the wind destroy my sand? What? Does that happen? Alright, well, never mind. Not an odd number. I did not know the wind could destroy stuff. Alright, we need a little bit more bioluminescence, which means I need to make a net. I thought we had 2 nets. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it got eaten by the shark. I swear we had more. Can't go and get it right now. I don't know why I'm getting so hypey. So this is all we need. Our sanity is okay. We're gonna keep a close watch on our sanity as best we can. Sea sack looks pretty nice. I like it. Oh right, this is basically winter, so they don't naturally come out of their boxes. Which means this is all the honey we'll have for this playthrough. God, single player bees are scary. Are they coming out? They're actually going and getting the stuff. They're pollinating. That's weird. I thought this was same as winter. Oh well. Seems to work. Who cares? Let's not question it. We are low on grass. I can go get grass. I think we actually have used most of our grass from the box. In the evening, we gotta go. I still did not fertilize these 2. I need to do that for my sanity. We can't leave this base that incomplete. I don't know all the plans we had, what we were gonna decorate around the edges, but I know for sure those were supposed to be fertilized at some point, and we definitely have the stuff to fertilize it with, so it's plenty of grass. We don't need that much. We just need enough to get us through the next couple days. Small loan of 22 grass, good enough. Goodbye, thermal stones. I'll miss you. Oh, right. It's raining. This one had, yeah, there's a rock. This backpack would be so interesting if it wasn't for the fact that they added, bundling wraps to single player, which is something we're going to try to use in the future in these 100-day challenges if we come back to Shipwrecked, which we will at some point. At some point, we'll be back in Shipwrecked. Maybe alternating between a Shipwrecked episode, a Hamlet episode, an adventure episode. There's a lot of different content we can do. Let me know what you guys would want to see in Reign of Giants. I really don't know what kind of quote-unquote challenge playthrough you guys would want to see in ROG. That seems like the kind of thing everyone has seen too many times anyways, and there's nothing really unique that I think I can bring to it. Because as much as I've played, there's no challenge with any character surviving, you know, a year or 100 days in Reign of Giants. It's actually just super easy for anyone. And there's not a lot of unique content. It's what most people have played. If you played Don't Starve Together and you come to single player, yes, there are many differences, but not nearly as many as coming to Shipwrecked or Hamlet. There are so many things to show in these modes. And yet, I don't know, Reign of Giants is really eerily similar. Alright, if you poison me, I will become more powerful than you could ever imagine. Okay, we picked up our marking, so we know that that is done. We're going against the wind. I hate this happens in the game, where the waves are going one way and the wind is going the other. It really feels like those should always sync up, and it honestly bothers me that they don't. Because it makes no sense that you're going with the waves but against the wind, so you're getting sped up and slowed down at the same time from what should be the same. What the heck? Oh, this must have been... Oh. These were the twigs we were using to bait out the, the doggos. Okay, so we get the doggos done now. Let's get on land. Probably make a fire, because they spawn decently slow, but this will be our last crocodiles for this one. Can I burn the trap? Why can't I burn the trap ever? wet fuel, but it's good enough. Gives us a nice light to work with. We want to try to kill the dogs as they come, so try to get in front of this guy. Okay, now we got all of them syncing up on us, so what we're going to do is the same as last time, try to get them into the same attack pattern. They're not affected by winds though, which makes this kind of annoying. Okay, circle, 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 circle. Got him. They make such cute They make such cute noises when they die. How could that have sounded more ominous? I don't know. Alright, let's get these last ones down. So there were 2 places I wanted it. Was it here? Probably there. There's definitely one over here. Like, this place is quite dark, so we need one, like, right there. Just line it up with that set. Let's get one right... I think here's the spot we want it. Like, it's technically light enough, but oh yeah, that's beautiful. I love it. This is the base we wanted. Arguably, there could be one more here. There's gotta be one more there. We gotta go. Oh, we can get down to that set. How much is our... We have 70% on this, so that's fine. That's plenty. Let's go. Let's get it. May as well get the extra now, right? I think I'm over drinking coffee right now. Because I'm not too used to noticing the speed differential, especially when I can't really see. Okay, don't come out of nowhere and kill me, Tiger Shark. Okay, we can leave that mark there. We can leave both marks here. Traps are weird when they're on the water, but they work. They work. They work really well for marking stuff. Alright, we actually have enough bamboo to do 1 extra. I don't have the bottle, though. Oh, no. Oh, how will I get a bottle? We're gonna contradict ourselves and do 3 now. Also, it doesn't have to be a buoy. We could actually just put down bioluminescence if we think this isn't enough. Here, let's get it right there. Boom. Oh, beautiful. Excellent. See, we have some extra bioluminescence. So we can go ahead and, like, you know what, you right here. Oh, it kind of rolls. That's not good. That's right. So I gotta, like, bowl it. I want to plant these last 2 at night to decorate better. Oh my god, I like it. This base has come together beautifully. Oh, I'm such a fan. I don't know if I actually knew back in the day that you can just use a normal net for the bioluminescence. I think I mostly used a trawling net, which is way less efficient. You should almost always use a normal net, especially since the trawling net slows you down and you have to pick up enough things to empty it and all of that. So if I was using a trawling net in the past, sorry guys, that is definitely a mistake. Oh my god, this is coming together. It's beautiful. I love it. 2 years in the making, but we got there. And god, I love these little themed bases. What has happened to me as a person? Why do I stop making things that are nice? Why do I only power play now? What have I become? Become what I hate the most. I've become the square base maker. Dun dun dun. Square meaning both uncool for those of you too young to know that square is actually slang, but also square as in actually squaring stuff off like a box. You know what, I'm gonna cook these meat up. Why not? I don't know why. We don't need them. Are there still eggs in here? Yeah. I could make... All the monster meat is rotten. There's a bunch of monster meat over here. Let's make some bacon and eggs. Where did the monster meat go? Oh, the gulls probably got it already. Or the pingles, whatever. No, not pingles. What are they called? Does it fear fire? It should. What are they called? Pigeons? Seagulls! That's it. That's why I was thinking gulls so much. The seagulls actually eat things that are on the ground. It's kind of annoying, but meh. It is what it is. Here, we'll just make 1 bacon and eggs. Oh, these are going bad. Can you cook these and make a banana pop? They're gonna go bad either way. I don't think we have time to cook the banana pops. So I may as well try to cook and see if it happens. If it does, awesome. If not, that's fine too. Did I craft all this ice by hand? If it comes out as wet goop, then meh. Yeah, wet goop. It's gotta be an uncooked banana. Makes sense. You wouldn't want a soggy banana. Here, seagulls, you can have this stuff. Might actually be able to see them eat it. Yeah, see, he lands right on it and then eats it. It's gone. So they actually eat like anything. Yeah, I was pretty sure it had to be a fresh banana. We could have tried to cook them as we could, but all right, what do we do now? I would love to get more bioluminescence. I don't know why. That's something I just love decorating with so much. It looks nice. It shows up like all evening. It's hard to place because as you saw it kind of, we have to bowl it. But that gives it a bit more of a natural look. You don't need everything to look amazing and perfectly squared off. That's why we're not doing that with the stuff in the middle. Like, sure, on the edges, you know, we could probably use another one here to make it more like, because we changed styles. You could tell I was being hyper efficient before, putting them spaced out. And then the other side, I put them like literally as close as we could. Like, that's super close. As close as we could. But this is the wabi-sabi of our base. It is what it is, you know. We can make a better boat for the for sailing around here and enjoying our time. We can make another muscle stick. I don't know why we made that one. I guess because it looks kind of cool. What does it take to make a muscle? Oh, we could do fish farms. Do we have the silk? We could actually just make some fish farms. We don't have the row for it, but we have seen it. Which would be an excellent thing to have inside. Like, if that had existed back in the day, we would have made the crap out of those. It's under food. So you need 2 ropes and 4 of those. I have all of that. Science. There it is. Oh my god, our first like new thing. It's kind of weird introducing new things when you know we're right at the end and we're not even going to be able to use this. But we can just come out here and be like, alright, I want this. You know what, I want it right here. I think that's going to look nice. Right in kind of the center near this. Boom. Let's go ahead and get another one. Oh yeah, you know, right there, right next to each other. Boom. Okay, let's get another one in here. Let's just dot 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 dot. Right there. Lovely. But you gotta put stuff in there to grow your fish. So we have to go find roe from those other guys. I wonder if those guys can land on here and it would be self-sufficient. I don't think I've seen one. We haven't seen any of the birds actually spawn in here, but I haven't been super paying attention. Let's see if we can get those up and running before it's too late. Before the future comes. The future is now. But let's try to beat it anyways. Day 98. So close to the end here. It always feels weird ending in this season. This season's supposed to be one of the challenging ones. Oh, let's bowl these while it's nighttime. Where do I want it? You know what? I want one right here. Let's throw one out. Right here. Ashabois. Cool. And let's throw one, you know what, right here-ish, so it'll bowl into this little Ashabois. Lovely. I love it. Could put some more. Oh, there's so much we could do. I feel sad coming back to the space and then just abandoning it. That is too much light. It's actually like way too bright over here. I kind of like the way we did it before. I know it is. This was more of our super trying hard, getting the light like exactly right. And it's also easier because this was a straight line. But I mean, we could have done without that one. That doesn't have to exist. Like, We could have put one there instead of those two. Definitely doesn't need to exist. Doesn't, like half of these could be taken out. So let's see if I stop rowing and then get off. Okay, so our lighter is out now and it is working. So it has to do something with you putting up the lighter whenever you are rowing, and when you jump off, your lighter stays hidden. I assume that would work with any light source. Nope, don't need that on. Boop. I love in single player that you can just run around with crowns. Oh, I had fun building this base. This reminded me what fun is. I don't know why, but I've stopped building bases like this in DST. Every time I play a game, I'm playing for the late game. I'm never actually doing anything. I'm always just farming. What happened to me? I used to have fun. I genuinely don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I hope that doesn't come across as too depressing for you guys. I'm just trying to figure out how I used to play this game and come up with these challenges that forced creativity in a limited setting. How I would be here. I don't know if cormorants spawn during... I don't know if they have special spawn locks where they like don't come out during hurricane season or something. So we're just gonna have to sail around and find out. This one's just literally blind sailing. If we don't see any cormorants, then we know they're not spawning. And I might not be saying their name right, because I've never even heard of that bird, to be honest. But we're looking for the little black bird that drops red stuff on the ground. The roe. It's fish eggs, so it's not random. We've seen it. I just don't know if they have a spawn limitation. They're probably going to spawn and I don't see them. I think the more at water we are, the better our chances, because they're not going to spawn on the land. I don't know if they only spawn in deep water, or... I have no idea. I've never tried to make these fish before, or the fish farms. Never made the fish farms, never tried to catch these birds. No idea. There might be no birds other than seagulls during the hurricane, I think, because birds fly away. Because I'm not seeing anything. Wait, no, there's one. Okay, no, definitely already confirmed. These definitely exist. And they're out here on the deep ocean. Come on, I need that sweet roe. Are they related to this seagull spawning thing? Because that's where we found them. I didn't know seagulls had a spawner on the ocean. That's weird to me. Oh, there he is. Interesting. So I guess we just sail around and hope we see them. Let's find out. Let's just explore. Why not? It's day 99. We gotta be back at the base tonight, though, because we gotta be there for that 100th. It'd be nice to get these fish farms going. We'll have to show them off in a future 100-day challenge. And we might have to rethink how we do the 100-day challenge. Do we actually want it to be a full 100 days spent in shipwrecked, or do we want to end at, 71 or 72 whenever the nice season ends? It further limits the time we have, but it also gets us through all of the content. It proves that we can get through dry season. The only thing that isn't proved is how we deal with dogs in the long run, because they become more annoying. But as you guys saw, crocodiles aren't actually that dangerous. They never push each other when they're attacking. You can sync them up really easily, and when it's just one, they can actually get stun locked. So crocodiles are actually way easier than dogs. Even though previously you could just abandon dogs on an island and then hop on your boat and leave. Like, crocodile's super easy. So I don't really consider that part of it. It would feel weird changing the 100-day challenge to the 70-day challenge, the 1-year challenge, something like that. After so many years of literal years of doing the 2-year challenge. I don't know if we can, or the 100-day challenge. I don't know if we could betray Misto, who wanted to do it the 100. Yeah, we're seeing very few of them. I don't know their spawn mechanic, if they spawn less frequently in Hurricane or what. Also, seeds don't spawn during winter in single player, so it is entirely possible that neither seeds nor roe spawns during hurricane season to be consistent with the way birds happen. No, seeds do spawn in winter. That's DST. I'm confusing the two again. Never mind. Completely ignore what I just said. Seeds do spawn in winter here. They do not spawn in DST, apparently, based on the code even. Alright, I think we just have to head home. We head back to our base. This is what it is. You can actually move these now. I think you need a net. But, God, I would have moved the seagrass. There's so much more I would have decorated in this. But we just don't have the time for it. We've run out of time. I ended this so awkwardly near the finish. 15 days was not enough to really show off any of the new content. Even though I kind of wanted to, but then there's also a part of me that was like, you know, you started this without this home see home and everything that's been added since then. Why not just play it vanilla? Why not play it exactly the way it was when you left? So I was torn. I don't know the correct choice here. Hey, look, I think we popped a bird in its face. We'll see a seed spawn at some point. I think they can actually eat the limpets off the rock. I'm not sure. Or they just tend to spawn on it. I don't know. But here we are. End of our challenge. Dogs are gone. Sanity is fine. We're not going to burn anything. Let's get out on our water. Sadly, could not fill these up. You got to get roe, the little fish eggs that are dropped by comrants. I don't know what they are. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Let me know down below, but I'll probably keep mispronouncing it anyways. It happens. This little raft of mine ain't got a lot of time. This little raft of mine ain't got a lot of time. Oh, I love what we've done with the place. I like it. It's cute. We can mostly work at night without light. Not entirely. Some of that is a bit too far. These don't really stretch as much as I would want them to. But it's nice. And we could have brought more seaweed in here. Like, you can move those now. You can pick up the stalks. I'm pretty sure you can. Maybe not. You can maybe even be able to move coral. I don't remember everything you can move now. We're gonna have to practice and learn again. But I'm pretty sure you can actually make coral and have it grow. So this, if we had something like this in the future, we might do a similarly themed base where we try to bring everything from outside to here. But what we're definitely gonna do is we're gonna be doing a sea base in one of the next, if we do another 100-day challenge. 100% it's gonna be an ocean base to show off. So we're gonna have to pick a character that would be fun doing that with. Sadly, we've already done Woodlegs. No! What a robbery. We finished Woodlegs' 100-day challenge. And he is definitely... Uh-oh. Oh, are you kidding me? Is that... What's it called? No, I think she was saying uh-oh because the raft is almost dead. I don't hear any winds, so I don't think it's Sealnado. Sealnado is the only thing that it could be. Yeah, no, it was just because the raft is sinking. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I guess we did shoot that to test it out. Oh, we did it, guys. We made it to 100 days with another character. Strike one off the list. There is a lot more content in Shipwreck now. Debatably, we should even start over with the 100-day challenges because there is so much more content. But none of the content makes the game harder. It just gets easier. Crocodogs are easier. And then the Sea Hounds and the Hounds and all the new food sources that you have, all the movable things you have. It's just the game has become easier with more content. And more content doesn't always make a game easier, but it did in this situation. They didn't add bosses. The only enemy they added was a much easier version of ones that existed. A stun-lockable hound, basically, that can swim. But yeah, that is 100 days. 2 years in the making. I can't believe I made Willow, and I can't believe I made you guys wait 2 years to see the end of this challenge. It always feels a bit anticlimactic to get there, but I love the little base we did. I love decorating this little lake. And I don't need to diminish it by calling it little. I like the lake we built on. And there's so much more you could do with a base like this with all the new content. Like, we have these fish farms. I'm fairly certain you can move the seaweed. I'm fairly certain you can move coral. Like, you can even build a dolphin den, so we could put one in there just to have dolphins swimming around our lake too, as a cute thing. Just one more cute pet there. So there's definitely so much more you could do in Shipwreck now than we were able to do in the past. And even then, we still had a lot of fun designing around this, built around the lake. We have all of our supplies that we need. We didn't bring vines, but you don't really need vines nearly as much as you need bamboo. A part of me kind of wishes we had gotten some, put them here. I'm sure that's what, Past Misto was gonna do at some point. But seriously, you don't use that many vines. You really don't. Bamboo and cloth you use quite a bit. As you saw, we were using tons of bamboo for these things. Oh, that looks so cluttered. It looks bad on the mini map, but I like it. A huge amount of grass just power farmed right here. Not as many twigs. I kept them closer to the shore. I guess I learned from this, like, these are way out of light radius for sure. So if we were going to do this again, I would move like this whole patch and build closer, maybe only 2 thick, right around, connect them up here basically. But God, it's weird coming back to an old save. I almost never do it, and I know a lot of gamers have that same problem where they have an old save that they don't play on because they're afraid of messing it up. They don't remember what they were doing, but because you're not going to play on that now and you probably will never remember what you were doing years ago, that save is basically trash. Like, why are you valuing something you did so long ago but you have no attachment to anymore and no drive or willingness to finish it or go back to it? But in this one scenario, it worked out. We had this save for 2 years on our single player account, just waiting to be finished. It is almost 2020, and Willow's finally finished her 100-day challenge, and I couldn't be happier. And I'm sorry you guys had to wait for this too. You really should have yelled at me more though. How did I leave in the middle of a series? We were like 5 episodes away! Oh, poor Willow. And poor people who like the 100-day challenge. But anyways, guys, we'll call this one here. Let me know if you want to see more Shipwreck stuff down below. We might do another one, but I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know if I want to make it a 100-day challenge to be true to old Misto's ways, or if I want to shorten it down to 70. That would save us a lot of episodes, and it would see the exact same amount of content. It would still... I think no matter what challenge you make in Don't Starve, there's always an anticlimactic finish, and that's a risk I'm willing to take, because that is what the game is. The climaxes in the game, the exciting parts are when you're in danger of dying, but when you actually survive and you're thriving, there's nothing fancy going on. That's it. You won. Not everything needs to be exciting. Sometimes you can just have a mellow in and be like, yeah, we did it. One more character checked off. So anyways, guys, as we say in my country, Otskare sama desu, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!